Hello, Surfdog. How's it going? Just to introduce myself a little bit, my name is Jason Seifert. Just graduated from USC this past December, studied sociology and consumer behavior, and I've got a little bit of experience in advertising too, just from an internship I did with Shy Day up in LA this past summer. Had a really awesome experience, had a lot of fun, but ultimately I just decided that I want to take that interest in advertising, branding, and marketing, and I want to combine it with my passion for music. And really, a career at Surfdog would be the perfect way to do that. So I'm really excited about this opportunity. As far as the music I've been listening to lately, definitely a lot of Built to Spill. They're one of my favorite groups. Always playing a lot of them. The Monthly is kind of an up and coming group from LA. They're like an indie pop, alt rock type group. Really good though. Um, Definitely some Tribe Called Quest. Always mix that in. They're one of my longtime favorites. The new TV on the Radio album, Dear Science, is really awesome. I've been playing that a lot. And definitely actually Van Morrison too. I've been playing him a lot. I like to mix in a little classic rock every now and then, and Van Morrison's just awesome. I think my favorite marketing technique by a group is Daft Punk and how they only appear as robot DJs and they market themselves as robot DJs rather than actual people who are DJs. And it's kind of funny on some levels, but ultimately it makes them, universally recognizable and more appealing. And I think really it helps extend their music beyond the house genre and helps fans of people who aren't normally interested in dance electro music will like Daft Punk just because their brand is being robotic and fun and I think anyone can relate to that. But I was also really intrigued. I think it was this past summer, Radiohead came out with In Rainbows and offered it as a digital download. And I think that decision, was just huge and really kind of groundbreaking in the music industry because it started a lot of dialogue over how record labels and bands are going to be profitable if fans can download music for free. And I think it's interesting to see if fans are willing to pay for music if they can just take it for free. Um, and I think kind of the lesson to take away from that is you need to get people really strongly interested in your music, and once they're a good big fan, they're going to be willing to pay for content, premium content, rather than just download it for free. And that's really why I think new bands coming up need to utilize Facebook, MySpace, YouTube, and use those interactive communities to offer free content to possible new fans, and they can grow their fan base. And once they have an established fan base, these people will be willing to pay for premium content from the band, and that's really what's going to make the band profitable. Once you have good fans who are going to go to your live shows and pay for tickets and want more than just one or two songs. I'm definitely familiar with the San Diego staples like Unwritten Law, Switchfoot, Agent 51, Slightly Stupid. The bands that have been around for a while and have a really established fan base here and around the country. But unfortunately, I've been in LA for the past 4 years for school, so I'm not really, to be completely honest, I'm not really familiar with any of the up and comers. Don't know who they are, but I'm definitely trying to get plugged back into the music scene down here now that I'm in Solana Beach again. In my spare time, definitely love to surf. Try to get in the water as much as I can if there are any waves or if it's going to be any fun at all. Love to stay active, go to the gym, work out a little bit, try to run every couple days at least. Love to hang out with my friends, family. I'm definitely on Yelp a lot because I'm always looking for new food places to check out. And I really love to travel too. Last summer, I took a really awesome trip with a couple buddies to Thailand for a few weeks, and really best trip ever. It was really an awesome time. I don't know if I'd say that music's shaped my life, but it's definitely always been a part of it. I even remember the first album I bought was Aerosmith, Permanent Vacation, and I think the only reason I bought it is because just just by chance, I was in a grocery store with my mom while we were on vacation in New Hampshire, and we ran into Steven Tyler, and I didn't even know who he was, but I managed to get his autograph, and so it kind of all started there. I bought an Aerosmith album after I found out who he was, and just was obsessed with buying albums ever since then. And I was probably only like 6 or 7 years old at the time. But I grew up with a lot of Tom Petty, Eric Clapton, Bruce Springsteen. Those were kind of the bands that my stepdad listened to. And then whenever I drive in the car with my mom, she'd be listening to something like Michael Jackson or The Cars or something like that. So I got a nice mix in through my parents. And of course, growing up in San Diego, whenever I was hanging out with my friends, we'd listen to like MXPX, NoFX, Lagwagon, basically anything that was in, surf or skate video that we'd been watching. And then I actually started to like hip hop a lot because I have cousins and family that live in New York. And so every time we'd go visit out there, my cousins would be listening to like Tribe or Biggie, Beastie Boys, Nas, all the New York hip hop groups. So I kind of started to like hip hop through them. And that basically gives you a pretty good idea. Throw in some alt rock now and some newer music, obviously, and that's a pretty good idea of what my iPod looks like. It's just all over the place: classic rock, hip hop, just about everything. Basically, why I want this job, to put it most simply, I love music, and I know this is a serious career in music. I know it's not going to be some easy job that's fun all the time. I know it's going to take a lot of grunt work, and to be completely honest, I'm ready for it. I'm ready to work my ass off. I'm ready to jump in head first and just soak up the industry and learn as much as I can, as fast as I can, just basically so I can become an asset to Surfdog for a long time in the future. I think with my background in consumer behavior and a little bit of experience in a practical environment and advertising, I understand how important brands are to consumers, and I think I also understand that Surfdog is really a beach lifestyle brand and not just a record label. And I think coming in with that knowledge already, I'll be able to make an immediate contribution to Surfdog once I learn the industry a little bit. Also, just beyond my education and internship experience, I think another thing I bring to the table is just diversity of just real life experience. I've spent most of my life here in San Diego, but I've also lived on the East Coast for a few years and in Bangkok and Singapore for a few years. So I think it's really only enriched my perspective of the lifestyle, the awesome lifestyle we have here in San Diego. And I can really fully appreciate that now, and I think that's a big part of what Surf Dog is all about, is the lifestyle here. Thanks so much for listening to me, Surf Dog. I'm ready to work. So stoked to have this opportunity. So really, I'm excited about it. Thank you so much, even just for watching this. Thanks again.